Go.
All right, we're getting ready to rock and roll. Here we go. All right, the tone sounds, and Mason Fuller brings the field around. A perfect single file start. Here we go, our Pro Electric Truck A-Main 2024 Silver State here on LiveRC.com, presented by Horizon Hobby, One Up Racing, and VP Racing. Fuller with a perfect start. The field in his rear view mirror as they bring him through the backside into the concrete corner here for the first time. They all go into the high side using a berm as they come across the line for lap number one. Qualifying orders are rolling out. It's Fuller, Mayfield, Lutz, Cavalieri, Parente, and Juan Carlos across the line.
Yeah, these guys are really just putting down the laps here. 32.2 there for Fuller, 33 flat for Mayfield, 33.3 for Lutz, 34's flat for Cavalieri. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 really just putting down some heat here. Here you can see them all coming up onto the backside of the track. There's Fuller, Mayfield, and Lutz. Then Cavalieri coming through the concrete section, through the whoop-de-whoops, onto the right side. Here comes Mason Fuller. Let's see what he's got on this one. 32.2 on the last, 33.4 on that one. So slow down just a little bit.
Mayfield got a little crossed up coming onto the straight here. You saw Lutz close in. Lutz a fan favorite. Lots of Lutz votes here in the chat room. And as it is Fuller, he has been the ace right now in electric. TQ'd electric buggy, TQ'd electric truck, took the win in buggy, now leading the way in truck as Mayfield and Lutz going hot and heavy into this, in and out of the whoop. Mayfield getting it crossed up. Lutz now going to go to P2. Here's Cavalieri taking a look to the inside. Oh man, driving in deep there was Fuller.
Yeah, Mason Fuller out for Lutz, getting that pass on Mayfield though. So Lutz now up to the number 2. A lot of fans cheering for Lutz, and here he is onto the tabletop, now down that step off. Then it's Mayfield, Cavalieri, Daniel, Wiggins, Juan Carlos Canas, Lil Bump, Brandon Rose, Jonah Wilson, Joel Figueredo, Spencer Rivkin, Heckert, Adrian, Caden, and Cole Caston.
7:45 left to go here in this 10-minute race. Fuller, Lutz, Mayfield, Cavalieri, Parente is the top 5.
Yeah, somebody in the YouTube chat says couldn't imagine having the Ryans behind you, because it's Lutz, Mayfield, and Cavalieri, all first names Ryan, right behind Fuller, and that is one heck of a field. I would not want any of those drivers behind me, and Mason Fuller's got them all. So Ryan Lutz to the number 2 here, coming through the concrete section over the whoop-de-whoops. Now onto the right side of the track. Oh, Lutz getting a little wrong there. So that's going to allow Fuller to kind of stretch it out just a little bit. Fuller with a 33.2, Lutz with a 33.5, but Mayfield with a 32.9.
7 minutes to go in this one. Mason Fuller, couple second lead right now over Lutz. Meanwhile, the battle here, hot and heavy as they come down to step up.
Oh.
Cavalieri trying to go to the inside nicely. Cavalieri sends it in the back, and it works. 6:45 to go. Fuller, Lutz, Mayfield last time by.
Yeah, Cavalieri temporarily gave up that position that he has in the number 4, but then was able to take it back from Parente there. But Fuller out front, Lutz, Mayfield, and Cavalieri. Here they all come now through the big triple. Cavalieri in the red and yellow on the left side of the track up to the tabletop. Let's see how he does this line here as he comes down and then comes back up to the top. Let's see if he can use that Mayfield line onto the berm. Not just keeps on the flat part of that back side of the track.
6:10 to go. It's Fuller, Lutz, Mayfield out front. Across the start-finish line, we're following Cavalieri. Cavalieri across the line. Parente, a couple seconds back. Then Juan Carlos. Wiggins now up a spot. Then Juan Carlos, Fee, Jonah, and Rivkin. Out front, it is still Fuller, Lutz, and Mayfield. Lutz and Mayfield very, very close on the racetrack. See him coming up the hill right now. This is the battle here. 1, 2, and 3. Game on. Around the concrete corner they go. Slides it around in and out of the bowl. Lutz with a big jump coming out of the whoops. They're closing in on Fuller across the stripe. 33.6, 33.1, 32.7 for Mayfield, bringing the heat. Hot lapping the field right there on lap number 8.
Man, they are all so close here coming in the left side. Fuller right there in the front with the yellow wheels. Then you got Lutz in the pink and blue. Then Mayfield in the white with the white wheels onto the back side of the track. Mason Fuller, Ryan Lutz, and Ryan Mayfield the previous lap all ran 32 seconds. Interesting to note here, the only one on a 32 lap on that last one was Ryan Mayfield. Let's see what it looks like when they cross here. Mason Fuller with a 33.6, now a 33.1. Lutz with a 33 flat, Mayfield with a 33.1. So these guys are not letting each other get away with a little less than halfway to go, 4 minutes, 50 seconds.
It is Fuller out front. Mayfield now take a look to the inside of Lutz. Caught a right side tire there on the pipe. Not able to make an attempt. Lutz has to stay here in touch with Fuller if he's going to want a chance here, because Mayfield bearing down on him now. 4:30. Oh, we got it here side by side on the outside there. Beautiful racing there. Ryan Mayfield making it happen. Mayfield up to P2. Let's see if Mayfield's got something now for Fuller halfway through this one with 4:25 left to go.
Man, that was a savvy move there by Ryan Mayfield on the outside of the whoop-de-whoops. Oh, Lutz on his lid. Lutz on top of the tabletop there, but Daniel nowhere in sight to capitalize on that. So now it's going to be Mason Fuller and Ryan Mayfield. Ryan Mayfield, one driver I would not want behind me. Here they come through the whoop-de-whoops. Mayfield checking up on Mason Fuller on that front side straight. Here they come onto the double in front of the driver's stand.
Mayfield right there. The last 2 laps, he found something coming out of the concrete corner, pushing it as he comes out of the whoops. He has closed in. Let's see if he's going to do it this lap. Try to make a pass on Fuller like he pulled off on Lutz. Mayfield trying to size him up, get in the right position. Down the hill they go into the concrete corner. Let's see what Mayfield's got. Is he going to try it here on the high side? Nothing there. Fuller drifts out. He's got the inside contact there. They're rubbing doors, banging it. It is going to be Fuller holding with the elbows out with 3:20 left to go.
Yeah, it's interesting to see there. I think Mason Fuller read that Ryan Mayfield was going to try to do that berm move that he did on Ryan Lutz, and he chose to just, oh, Mayfield to the inside here, flips over on top of the tabletop there. So now here's Ryan Lutz. Mayfield trying to go to the inside of Mason Fuller, but flipped over instead. The one rare mistake that we've seen out of Ryan Mayfield.
Mayfield with that costly mistake here, and now he's got Lutz back in the battle. We're not worried about the battle for the lead now. It's the fight for second spot as Mason Fuller now with a lead like he hasn't seen yet this race. 2:40 to go. Mayfield trying to hang on for second. Lutz wants it back. 2.5 minutes to go in this 10-minute sprint race here. Pro Electric Truck here at the 2024 Silver Stand on LiveRC.com, presented by Horizon Hobby. One Up Racing and VP Racing. 2:20 on the clock.
Man, that's unfortunate for Ryan Mayfield. It looked like he had the move there on Mason Fuller to try to get up to that first place spot, but just one costly mistake, and now he's probably 2 seconds back off of Mason Fuller with 2 minutes to go into this race. So Ryan Mayfield really got to put on the moves, but you can see that he's doing it. Mason Fuller 33.1 on the last one. Ryan Mayfield 32.5. So able to shave off half a second off of Fuller's lead. That's what Ryan Mayfield does. Let's see if he can continue that. Oh, Mayfield way up on the berm there. As I say that, let's see what he looks like here. 33.3 for Mayfield.
Mayfield almost doing the triple out of the bowl turn there into the whoops. Trying to find something to close in on Mayfield. We got a $1:30 to go in this one. Fuller out front. He's got about a 2.5 to 3 second lead. Doesn't sound like a lot, but at this level of the race, it is kind of a big deal. With 1:15 to go, Fuller, Mayfield, Lutz, Canas, Parente, Wiggins, Cavalieri, Rose, Rivkin, Nguyen round out your top 10. Trouble coming out of the whoops there. Man, oh man, trouble there as it come out of the whoops there for Ryan Mayfield. Lutz gonna go to the 2 spot. 1 minute to go. Fuller now out front. A commanding lead here in Pro E-Truck, trying to make it a clean sweep. He's got the broom out, trying to make it happen. He swept the electrics in TQ, now trying to do it here in truck. He's already got the win in electric buggy. 42 seconds to go. Fuller, Lutz, Mayfield, and Canas. 30 seconds to go. A beautiful drive here for Mason Fuller. Mayfield and Lutz threw everything they had at him. 23 to go. Perfect there on the step up, onto the step down, taking it slow and steady. You got a couple second lead right now over Lutz and Mayfield down to the backside. Gonna come in 10 seconds ago. He should go one more lap. In and out of the concrete corner, nicely through the whoops. He's going to hit the line with 5 seconds to go. Lutz may make one more. It's going to be close. Let's see. Lutz is going to race this one to the finish line as Mayfield is done. So Fuller's got to keep the rubber to the dirt here. One more lap. Lutz right now 3 seconds back. Fuller buying his time here in traffic, not pushing it. What an absolute brilliant job this weekend. Some of the best in the world making a trip here to Las Vegas for the legendary Silver State event. And this guy right here, the youngster from Iowa, coming around, taking the win, the clean sweep of the electric classes. Mason Fuller with the win.
Way to go there for Mason Fuller. From tone to tone, led that thing, was challenged one time very closely by Ryan Mayfield, but Mason Fuller holding steady, staying poised, and was able to just continue that race and finish. And was able to finish it out. Ryan Lutz had a little bit of adversity there, but hung in it, able to finish in the number 2 spot. Then we got Mayfield into 3, Juan Carlos 4, Daniel 5, Cavallari 6, Lil Bump 7, B Rose 8, Jonah in the 9, Rivkin 10, Figueredo in the 11, Adrian 12, Heckert 13, Caden Fuller 14, Cole Caston in the 15. And then trouble for Jared Wiggins there. Jared Wiggins looks like he's out on the last lap, maybe, last 2 laps. Jared Wiggins had some problems there and went out, but man, Mason Fuller able to lead that thing from the very beginning. Fuller with the sweep, that's right. Everybody's got broom emojis now in the chat. Yeah, Mason Fuller. Scotty cracks me up with his stuff. But Mason Fuller takes that, followed by Ryan Lutz, and then Ryan Mayfield. These drivers making their way out to the track to Marshall. What a great race there. What a great performance by Mason Fuller. Got more electric trucks here. B-Main. All right, I got Scotty down in the pits, catching up with some of these drivers.
Thank you very much, Matt. We're here with your electric champion, Mason Fuller. Mason, when you came here, did you think sweeping the electric class was even a concept?
Definitely wasn't like expecting to sweep both classes, but super happy to do it. Was kind of slow there in the main, but kind of made less mistakes than the other guys and came home with the win, I guess.
How has the track changed now? This is your first kind of like big race here on it for the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same as they fix the track every night, so it kind of gets the same every day, and kind of the same holes are developing. So,
all right, who do you want to give a shout out and thanks to?
Exalt, S-Works, Beach RC, Nitro Pro, J Concepts, just all my sponsors. Thank you, and my dad and mom.
Oh yeah, can't forget the folks, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well done, partner. Congratulations. All right, let's get Ryan. All right, I might have. I was going to say maybe I need to stand up. All right, we're here with Ryan Lutz, and man, that was a battle you guys had out there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, to be able to stay up there with those 2 awesome, amazing drivers. It was a great time.
Awesome. What do you get out of the electric? I mean, it's obviously totally different than the Nitro. It's a 10-minute sprint.
Right. Yeah, you can't make a mistake. You know, qualifying is imperative. You got to be up front for the most part, and just put in as clean of a run as you can. Stay with them and hope for mistakes, or just try to make moves when you can.
All right. Who do you want to give a shout out and thanks to?
Yeah, all my sponsors for helping me out, allowing me to still do this at 39 now, and my wife and kids for watching at home and supporting me, allowing me to do this.
All right, now you just fed the chattering with that information, 39. Yeah. So, you know, 40 plus next year, right?
We're coming for you.
All right, man. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan Lutz. Always a great guy. We're getting Mayfield in here. Oh, man. That was a long 10 minutes, huh?
Yeah, eat truggy, man. It's wild out there. But yeah, it was good. I got not a rough start, just slow at the start, and I got going. Me and Mason, I caught Mason, and he went wide. I went for the move, and I don't know, we got together, and it is what it is. But yeah, he drove good. Lutz drove good there at the end. I kind of tried to catch back up, made a couple mistakes, and so I just had to settle for third. Juan Carlos was coming pretty fast, and yeah, the battery got a little soft. I run a pretty small battery because I like the truck lighter, so once it got a little soft, I'm like, all right, just stay on the box, limp it to the finish line. But yeah, it was fun.
You ready to go for Nitro Buggy?
Yeah, I mean, we've raced 3 mains so far. Been on the podium in all 3, so it's been a great weekend so far, and we got the important one coming up, starting out front. Try to keep it there. Car felt really good in the warm-up, so just go through it, make sure everything's tight, and nut and bolt that thing, and we'll go to battle. It's going to be a tough one. There's a lot of fast guys in that buggy main, so it's going to be probably a pretty damn good race.
Absolutely. Who do you want to thank?
Everybody on my shirt, everybody that supports me, my family back home. Yeah, having a good time. One more to go. Looking forward to it.
All right, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. All right, these guys, they make it sound like it's, just a